What is the one thing you think financial planners should know, but don't?
I would say they don't know that they do need to be proactive. I'll hammer in on that a little more. Um, a lot of people think, well, you're either going to file at 62 or 70 or somewhere in between. And technically that's true, but there's so many different situations involved and people aren't aware of the different situations, particularly when there is a deceased spouse in the past. And that tends to get glossed over. Not saying we forget about our loved ones that have passed on, but you're not thinking about them when you're thinking about planning your money in the future. And benefits from those individuals can bring money into the household, but yet allow that person to wait till a later time to take their own, or take their own first at a reduced rate and take the survivor benefit later. But over time, that gives them much more money in their lifetime. So that's real important. And a lot of people don't see that. That used to be the one thing that I said Social Security did a great job on, not to beat up on the folks I used to work with, but then an IG report comes out and says that there's just thousands of widows and widowers out there being underpaid. And
Oh,
we don't want
wow.
anybody to be underpaid. We
Yeah.
want everybody to receive all the benefits that they're due. And so that's real important.
And then I will say advisors just don't take the time to learn about Social Security. Social Security is not overly complicated. However, though, it is difficult to learn it from books because there's so many different types of benefits, different percentages, your own, a spouse, children. So in fact, in 2008, I read 3 books on Social Security. I ended up with more questions than answers. I only know as much as I know because of Jim. Jim has been very patient. We talk all the time, and we teach a class, been teaching it now. This is our 10th year. So advisors don't take the time to learn about Social Security. They think it's a very complicated area. It's no more complicated than learning a foreign language. As a matter of fact, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to learn about Social Security than to learn about Spanish or to learn French. But advisors need to be proactive and take the initiative to maybe buy a book. I'm not saying don't. There are lots of primer Social Security books out there. But at least begin the process of learning about the topic, because clients are going to be asking advisor questions about their own Social Security benefits. And if an advisor isn't taking the time to be proactive or on cutting edge, they're not going to be able to answer their clients' questions on such an important topic. So,
and you need to know what questions to ask. I feel like that's kind of my takeaway from talking to you guys is even if you're not actively engaged in learning new Social Security, what's going on currently, understanding what questions are pertinent to the drawing of benefits is the key thing. And having that list of questions in your back pocket to follow up on and say, hey, do any of these things apply to you or your family? Because this is important for your benefit.
1000% correct. I agree.